All right, let's try this again. No idea what is happening. No, I'm not seeing it at all. Let's see here. Oh, I think it's working. No. Okay, I think it's working, you guys. Sorry about that. I have no idea what just happened. But if it happens again, let me know. I guess I just restarted it. So, anyway, if you're on, say hello. And like I said, I'm on Be Live, so put your name next to it if you don't mind. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay so that I know that you watched or not. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, there's Heather. Hi. How are you? Good morning. All right, awesome, awesome. Well, I'm just going to start talking, y'all. So, like I said, I just felt like today was a good day for me to jump on here and say hello. And hey, hey, hey. So, if you're just now joining, maybe put your name next to it. If you have a Be Live account, like Heather, I can see you. But the one that just said, hey, I'm not sure who that is. So, if you don't mind, just let me know who's on if you want, just so I know who's talking to me and I can talk back, right? Okay, so there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about today. I feel like I'm shouting. Take it down a notch. First of all, I got the beautiful sunlight coming in. Yes, I would love a little bit of rain, but I'll just be happy with the sunlight, okay? Because that's what we're getting. Hi, Leslie. I see you. You have a Be Live account. I love it. Okay, so you guys, there's a few things I wanted to talk about today. The first one being the Rev It Up meeting that everybody talked about. It's posted in Consultant Corner. So if you're having a meeting, do an event, put it in there so that people in your area will know about it. I mean, if you have a big enough place, obviously, to invite additional people, but let's make it big, just across the company wide. I think it would be fantastic. I had someone ask me yesterday. I don't remember if they were a manager or a senior manager, but it doesn't matter. They asked me if they should have a meeting because they also had a director that lived in the area, but they didn't know if the director was going to do a meeting. And I said, absolutely. So, don't wait for your upline or the director in your area. Go for it. Have a meeting. Like, let's do this. They can have a meeting too if they want to, or they can come to yours, or they may not be doing it at all. Who knows? But definitely don't feel like you have to wait for someone to decide that you want to get a group of people together, even if it's 2 or 3 people, because we want to rev it up. So the other thing is there's a group of us that are going to help with, hi, Lindsay. There's a group of us that are going to help with a little bit more of an agenda. We do have some topics, but we're going to add to that so that if you get to your meeting and you realize maybe you've got a lot of newer people, hi, Danielle, and you're not sure of some of the answers for this, we're going to give you guys a few tips on things to kind of get you going. So we will get something out to you guys that you have. Hi, Lisa. Just, just to help you. You don't have to use all of it, but that way we're all kind of talking about the same things company wide. And it'll be helpful if it's your first time ever getting a group together and you're a little nervous about it, which don't be, because it's all fun. And everybody, usually we just have great ideas and we bounce them off of each other. And then after it's all over, I'll post it again in the group, but be sure to send to my email any really great things you guys came up with so that we can, across the company, kind of highlight those things and give everybody some great ideas. So, and I'll post my email address too, so you don't have to write that down. Okay, so that's that. If anyone around the Pittsburgh area has one, please let me know. Yes, she's not able to facilitate. Danielle says, okay, Pittsburgh area, but she would love to join one. So for sure. Okay. The next thing I wanted to mention was I sent out a poll a couple of weeks ago about topics that this particular group would like to learn about so that we could go with the highest percentage first. And the 2 highest, they were off by like 1%. Believe it or not, it was online parties and social selling. So we'll start with online parties and social selling with training. And what I want to do is I do online parties, you guys, but I don't do anything like a lot of people do with a lot of the, I mean, I do posting every day, but like anyway, I won't go into it all here, but what I would love to do is have someone volunteer that does online parties a lot. I have a couple of people in mind, so if I don't get any volunteers, I'll be reaching out. But I'm going to also give my feedback because I just keep it really, y'all, in all of my areas of business, I try to keep it simple because the last thing we want to do is overwhelm ourselves with all of the stuff. And so I love to, okay, awesome. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. I need that. Thank you. Um, but anyway, so I'll definitely give my perspective too and what I do on online parties. But we'll start with online parties, and then the next one will be social selling. And what is awesome about social selling is across the board. It's not just TikTok. It's also Facebook. It's Instagram. I've even gone live on YouTube. So there's so many different ways because I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with TikTok, and that's cool. Like, don't feel like you have to do that. I will say I have done it. I've stuck my feet in the water. I started with my toes, then I put my feet in, and I go a couple of times a week. And I have done an Instagram live. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know who that is that asked because it says Facebook user, but y'all, the one thing you're going to find out about me is it may take me a minute because I got to wrap my head around it, but I'm all for trying new things because I mean, it's all about staying with the trends, right? And in fact, let me back up for just a second. I've actually since reunion, I've even heard people say, I don't like the direction we're all doing TikTok. Like, that's not what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. Well, if anybody heard Tom's message, he explained why we talk so much about social selling right now. It is because it is a trend and they would be doing us a disservice if they didn't talk about it. Does not mean that's the direction the company is expecting us to all go at all. The people that love to do events, the people that love to do online parties, the people that love to do in-person parties, those are all still fabulous things. So don't don't get in your head about thinking that's not what the company wants. The company just wants you guys to have the ability to be as successful as you want to be, period. End of story. They don't care how you go about it. If you, TikTok makes me nervous, right? In going live in general. You know what's really funny? Going live in Facebook makes me more nervous than TikTok does. And why is that? Because I can talk to people that I don't know easier than I can talk to people that I do know. And a lot of the people on my Facebook business pages are current customers, good friends, blah, blah, blah. So it's easier for me to go on TikTok where I really don't know anyone until people start popping in and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know you, I know you. So we are all different, and that's what makes it so fantastic. So please, please, please don't ever feel like you're not doing it right or you're not doing enough because you don't want to do it a certain way. Right. How did it go? I've been wanting to try it. So it went okay. I did get a couple of new customers, and to me, when I go live, that's what it's all about. Um, so yeah, try it. It's interesting because it's a whole different reach of people, like completely different. Um, so give Instagram a try. I don't do it on a regular basis like I do TikTok, but I think that's because I found on TikTok they it's like you start to get these followers and then they want to see you 1 or 2 days a week. Hi, Lacey. So you suddenly feel like, oh, I need to jump on, even if it's for an hour. And I know there's a sweet spot, like if you're on for, I think it's an hour and a half, it shows you're on for 90 minutes and then it bumps you up in the algorithms and you hit everybody's For You page. And that's a whole nother training. If anybody wants to do that kind of thing, I'm happy to, now that I have figured it out for the most part. I'm happy to do a training on that. And I would love to get a couple of people involved with me that can give some pointers, like how to do the job forms, how to do the link tree, all that kind of stuff, how to do the payments, how to keep it simple. Again, I keep it simple. Like there's some people out there that play fabulous games and I love all that, but that just sends me over the edge. I'm not a game player, never have been. So I like to blend and I keep it super simple. I like to show off our decor. I like to do that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's a whole nother training. We'll do that later. Scared to try it. I get it. I get it. It is a trend. Heather says it is a trend and it does increase your reach. I have made it my goal that every time I go live on whatever platform that I get at least one brand new customer that I didn't have before. That has happened so far. So if I can continue to do that, I'm a happy camper. I don't have to have these huge, gigantic numbers. I am not comparing myself to those people because I don't want to stress myself out. I'm happy with a brand new customer every time I go live. So, and again, I go live just a couple of days a week. That's it. I do need to get comfortable going live on my Facebook business page. I will be the first to admit that. And I do like YouTube, except it's different. So, I got to figure that one out. I got to get a little more used to it. I've done it, but it was kind of different. So, yeah, keep it simple, man. I am so all about that. I need to post more PZ over there. I never post much. We need you to train us on it. Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the things too that I will tell you is, and I'm not good at this, but there are a lot of people who are. Shannon Stewart is one of them. She's figured out how to do a fun little thing that is nothing to do with Pink Zebra, but it's driving people to her page. And that's what we need to do. So if you have an element, maybe you've got a bunch of 3 young boys running around the house and you can get really good videos of them, Lindsay. You could totally make that a part of your TikTok. And people will tune in for that fun stuff. And then they start to see you pop up when you do go live. And then they're like, oh, what is this? What is this you do? So that's the beauty of it all, is being out there, posting your videos, getting people drawn to your page, is to post at least once on Instagram. Absolute good goal. I love it. Keeping it simple and not reinventing the wheel. 100%. Y'all, ever since I started doing this, y'all know, everybody pretty much knows me. I'm coming up on my 12-year anniversary in September. It is September. Holy cow. I just realized it is September. So I'm coming up on my 12-year anniversary, September 16th. And I have tried so many different things, and I have made things so difficult at times, like to the point where I'm so stressed out. And then I realize, why am I doing this to myself? So when you can find resources without reinventing the wheel, do it. If you can keep it as simple as possible, do it. Life is so much easier that way. I think you can link your Facebook. You can. Yes. Yes, you can. I don't know, when I go live on Instagram, it's not showing up on Facebook. And I wonder why, because I have mine linked, but it doesn't. I don't think. I need to go look at that, because when I went live on Instagram, it did not link into my Facebook, and I have mine linked. I'm struggling with this live trend. My life does not allow me. I get it. You know what? Don't stress yourself out. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. So today's your Pink Zebra anniversary, Danielle. Happy anniversary. So if your life does not work with lives, because here's the thing, don't stress out. We stress out, then you and I have a phone call and re-energize. I love it. Hi, Ruth. I love it. So here's the thing. When I was working full-time, because y'all, when I first started this, the first 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, the first 5 years I did this, I built a business between the hours of 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then in the mornings, and then during my lunch break, if I took one, and then on weekends. That's when I was working my business. So I'm telling you right now, if I had had to go live, I would have only been able to do it 1 or 2 evenings, or maybe on a weekend day. But knowing me, it would have been the evenings. We did events on the weekends. And then otherwise, my husband likes to go to the deer lease and do all that stuff. So don't stress out about that. You make it work however you can make it work. You have to enjoy what you're doing. But I promise you, if you've got an inkling to want to try social selling, give it a try a few times. Don't just say, I'm going to try it once and that's it. Give it a try a few times. And you know what? Get a buddy. Find someone else that will jump on there to talk to you, like, meaning they'll talk to you in the comments, be your moderator in case, you get the trolls that come on there. It makes it so much easier because it gives you someone to talk to you. So get a buddy, do that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, it is Pink Zebra's legit. Is that today? September 7th. It is. So happy anniversary to Pink Zebra. Well, isn't that appropriate that I jumped on today? Maybe that's why I was feeling it. Maybe that's why I was feeling it. But anyway, I just want to get the message out loud and clear that in no way, shape, or form is Pink Zebra expecting people to do social selling. There has been this whole big meltdown out there about that, and it's caused a lot of drama. And I'm proud of you if you didn't go there, because it's not necessary. Tom's message was very clear. I did. Yes, yesterday was good. Thank you. I don't have the results back yet, but yeah. Find your nuggets. Find your busy nuggets. Yeah, it is hard sometimes. I get it. Like I said, for 6 years I did this only when I could, and I get it. My job back then had me working a lot of evenings and weekends too. So it was really a matter of totally that like focusing in and finding the time to do it. So, but anyway, back to the message. Tom very clearly spoke about it at reunion. They would be remiss if they weren't talking about the trends of the future. That is all. That is why they are talking about it so much. It's not that, it's kind of like, I think we talked about, a group of us talked about this. Back when Blend Bash started, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're shoving Blend Bash down our throats. Well, then finally, it's like everybody started going, oh, Blend Bash, right? And then Scent Flirt. Now people are like, oh, Scent Flirt, shoving it down our throats. But I got to tell you, when I look at my sales volume after what are we in the 7th day, and I'm already well over 500 just because of my stuff like that. I'm like, so you can hit your 460 just with Scent Flirt orders, not having to get out there and do anything else. So everything else is gravy. Anyway, I'm just putting that out there because that's a huge thing. So yes, Scent Flirt, they just have to repeat it over and over and over and over and over again, because otherwise people don't hear it. Speaking of which, this is kind of funny. So there's some people that have reached out to me and said, where do I find the new catalogs? I'm like, are you watching anything? Anyway, okay, that's a whole nother side story. But that's why they have to repeat things so many times, because, yeah, it does. Gets me over 460. Seriously. Do you get absolutely? So, you know what? No, Scent Flirt does not get me over 460. That's a lie. Or it's not a lie. I didn't lie, but that's not true, because there was an order in there that I had placed for, it was about 160. So almost. I'm working on it. That's my goal. That's my goal. Actually, my goal. I want a bigger goal than that, because I would love to be able to just see that number go whoop, well over 1,000. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Anyway, $12 right now, you guys, for startup. So, hello. So yes, definitely do you work however it's comfortable for you. That's why I still do events. I still do parties. If someone wants an online party, I'm happy to do it. I'll do all the things, because we just never know like what's going on. And when something is going really, really good, then we want to kind of hone in on that a little bit. My first speaking social, let's be watching her kill it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, there's some, y'all have some really awesome stuff out there. So, okay. So let me ask the question. How's it going without catalogs? I don't know about y'all, but it has been so great. I haven't had any of my customers, and it's probably because I have communicated it so much in my VIP group, because those are my repeat customers. But I've communicated so much that no one has even asked. I share the lookbook all the time. We've got the QR codes now. Events, people are printing out the QR codes. I have one coming up here pretty soon. I'm going to give them a little sample bag if all they got to do is download, show me that they're either on one of my social media networks, or that they do the QR code. You still have a few people wanting them. Yeah. So, and I'm sure some of the people would like to have them, but honestly, when I'm sending them to the lookbook, I find it a bit hard. Most of the people I talk to about PC are older and don't know how to use technology. Customers trying to make it a thing, but they just get online like every other. Yeah. I've had a few customers sad about the quick sellout, but otherwise people love the way. Yeah. Slideshows. That's a good idea. Yeah. It's been, I have not even it has not even been a blip in the radar for me. So, somebody mentioned it yesterday to me, asking me how hard it's been. And I'm like, oh gosh, I didn't even, Hadn't even thought about it because it hasn't been an issue. A lot of times too, and you guys, so I do have a couple of 80-year-old customers. Um, one of them has an iPhone that she's learned, and I literally showed her how to get to my website, how to go to the lookbook. Um, uh, so it really wasn't a big deal. And they're using social media, or not social media, but they're using technology for everything else. Like there's a lot of stuff they can't do anymore without going on to technology. So, and if not, you know what? Maybe if it's a way that you can get together with them and you show them, like I did with the lady that's got the iPhone, I just showed her, here's all you have to do. Here's my QR code. And then see when you get this, and then you click on this. And she was so proud of herself. So, anyway, keep working at it because it will get easier. A purse brochure. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a purse brochure. I would like to have something that still has like a little bit about the career opportunity and then a little bit about the products. But our products are moving so fast. That has been my biggest challenge is keeping up. I literally go to the website every single day, sometimes a couple of times a day. PCTV Live asking for the, oh, really? I try not to watch the comments sometimes on that PCTV Live because it gets a little hectic, and then I start to stress out because I don't like people being mean. Anyway, so if you're still having issues, post about it. Let's come up with some ideas to help you through it. Keeping up is a challenge. It is a challenge, for sure. Did you see the correct? Oh no, I don't think I did. No, is there a way to post it in our group? It is hard. It is hard to keep up with everything. It's fun though. To me, it's fun because I have a lot of customers now that are doing the same thing. Like they're constantly looking at the website because they don't want to miss anything. The comments, yeah, I know. I did. I watched it for a couple minutes and I'm like, oh, I can't because this stresses me out. So, um, anyway, any challenges that you have, y'all, post about it in the group, not in a negative way, but just like help me with ideas, y'all. And we'll start throwing some ideas out at you. Cause, um, like I said, personally, I don't have to carry them around. They're heavy, they're expensive. Like, thank you, Heather. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I do want to mention one thing. So, and somebody gave me some words to use because I was struggling with how to say this. So I'm going to use somebody else's words. So thank you for that. But your social media experience is yours. And if you're seeing negativity out there, don't hesitate to mute people. And if you're in groups who have totally changed into something else that you're not interested in, it's okay to leave those groups because you want to make sure your socials are fueling you for good. I absolutely loved that because I was struggling with my words. I posted about it last week. A lot of you guys post positive reinforcement in this group, and I love that. But you are. Anybody read John Gordon's Energy Bus? Shannon Stewart turned me onto that, and it is so good. But you have to be the driver of your bus. And if you are seeing negative stuff out there, don't go down that rabbit hole because, oh my word, that is a rabbit hole. And you never know where you're going to go with it. You may think that you're, you know, one of the strongest people, but then you start seeing enough negativity and you start to feed into that negativity. So definitely be on guard, protect yourself from that negativity. And if you're in a group that is no longer serving you, leave it. Because you know what? If you stay in there out of curiosity, sometimes curiosity killed that cat. So don't do that. Don't go down that path. You protect where you are with your mindset and you keep your social activity positive as you can. Because, like I said, it is really easy to go the wrong way and not even realize you've done it. Like, totally easy. I love having a positive social media life. Agreed. Thank you. Positive all the way. Yes. Amen. Mute the button and unfollow. I actually even had to unfollow a person because I'm like, okay, just stop. I can't handle it. Stop being spammy Angry. I took care of mine. Good, good, good. Mindset and positivity. I love it. You guys are all on the train, all on that energy bus, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, definitely. And you guys, if you have questions about stuff, I don't like. I had somebody reach out to me and ask me a question, and she was like, "I am so sorry to bother you." I'm like, "Girl, you are not bothering me. That's what I'm here for. That's what your upline is here for. We want to make sure that you're okay. So if you're struggling with something, just reach out and talk to somebody who's been here for a while, who has, can give you some positive feedback, because sometimes that's all we need. The more you sit on that negative energy, the harder it gets to move away from it. So get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. There's too much good stuff going on. Keep the positive in your news, in your social media feed. Hello, hello. I'm not sure who's saying hello to me, but it says Facebook user. So give me your name if you'd like. Positive energy and positive vibes, right? I love it. And sometimes, it's hard. And especially when you're having a bad day, it's real easy to go down a negative path. So try not to do that. Because like I said, first of all, life's too short. First of all. Oh, Sandy. Um, Life is definitely too short. And hi, Alexis. Girl, I love it. You needed this. I needed this. Seriously, I am guilty as charged sometimes, and I'll even get so upset about something that I go down that rabbit hole of being upset and wanting to fix it. And it's like, you know what? That is not mine to fix. I'm making my choice. Other people make their choice, and it's all good. I just want everybody to be happy and find what makes you happy and be successful with it. Hi, Michelle Hurd. You can stop in anytime. Hi, Jerry. Hello, hello. Hi, Anna. Thank you. You're so sweet. I love it. So I just learned, well, I didn't just learn, but I just learned that today is September 7th, and it is Pink Zebra's anniversary. So that's cool. I wonder if something is coming today. Who knows? I don't know. But anything else? What else is going on out there? Anything you guys want me to address? Because I need more happy people who want to grow and not grow with live selling. Talk to me, people. I get it. I get it. We're going to do a training on online parties, and then we'll do a training on social selling. Hi, Jennifer. I love it. I hope we have a special. That would be awesome. Cheers to 12 years. I can't believe it. 12 years, y'all. That's so exciting. That is so exciting. So if y'all have anything at all, and again, sometimes if you ask me a question, I may give an answer that is a little more direct than what you're wanting. But lately I've learned that it's just better for me to just say it. So I'm trying really, really hard to be delicate, but it's hard sometimes to be delicate. I think the 12-cent flirt is for, oh yeah, you're right. So that's it probably for that's probably it. After all, we just had a huge launch on Tuesday. Hello. How was that, by the way? Oh my gosh. Sales went through the roof. I know there were some website issues. They're working on those. I talked to Karen Siddell yesterday. She said they have escalated everything. So if anybody has got any issues, if you've emailed them or whatever, do that. But hang in there, because yeah, they're working on it. They're trying to get through all of it. So yeah, that was amazing. A couple of things have already shipped. It looked like some kind of, yeah, we need to, absolutely. You know what? I'm all about that. I mean, I am a very positive person, and I will be the first to tell you, I love this company, and I have the pleasure of knowing Tom and Kelly for 28 years. So I know where their hearts are, and I know that they have a passion for this company and the people in this company. And I know that they've had a tough couple of years. And then, recently with Patty. So you know what? That's why we're doing this Rev It Up meeting in the end of September, to give them some grace and to lift them up when they're having a rough time. But they're bringing it, y'all. And I've said it 100 times. When I talked to Kelly and she says she's more excited about the things coming than she has been in years. That makes me super excited. Like I get chill bumps thinking about it. This was important. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. So not everyone is a rock star. And you know what? Let me just say, okay, hang on. I got to be sure I say this correctly. Um, I'm not sure I can say this without, okay. So not everyone is a rock star. And it's okay to not be. That is, you got 900 in sales that night. That is awesome. Sorry, I'm going to get distracted here. It was an awesome launch. That is awesome. You spent 600. I spent a lot on me, y'all. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I need that. I need that. I need. Anyway, not being a rock star. That's what this business is all about. You get to choose. You get to choose your path. It's direct sales. Now, I will also say, once you get to be a leader, well, then there becomes a little bit more of a personal responsibility on making sure that you're connecting with your team, at least putting them in connection with people that can help them. So, anybody out there, if you're ever wondering if you can add people to this group, please do. Not that this group is the end all be all, because it ain't, but there's so many people in this group that are so willing to help that I know that as a team, as a huge team, we all are better together. So please feel free to add people and, all of that good stuff. But again, you don't have to, the spotlight. It's like, okay, not to even be, shoot, last year, I don't even think I was in the top 50 for most things. There were a couple of times that I was like, come on, Dana. Oh, thank you. There were a couple of times that I was like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Here I am an executive director and I'm not even in the top 50. But because we have some people that are like big numbers, and I had to really quickly be like, you know what? That's all okay. Now, granted, after the first of this year, Tom kind of stepped it up for the executive directors and presidential directors a little bit. And I actually, at first, I was a little sore about it, but I will be honest, I actually am a little bit glad because it lit a fire under me. It made me realize that you don't want to just sit back on your title and be like, yay, yeah, whatever. Instead, you got to keep showing up. You got to keep working. You got to keep, giving to the team. So, group is great. And I love the energy. I love the energy too. I learned perfect. That's perfect. It was just going live before I gave a free blend for, oh, yeah, that's so awesome. I love that. How did you get your customers to watch people? Mine just don't. I guess Tuesday is a bad time for them. Remember your goals. Absolutely. You know what? But you're a rock star in your own right. That's the thing. Thanks, Sandy. About it too, but glad Tom did that change. So it's funny because you hear one side and people are like really mad about it. And then you hear the other side, and including people in the field that are like, well, that's good, because as you get to different levels, you need to step it up a little bit. Now there's a lot of direct sales companies out there that in the past, when you got to a certain level, that's when you sat back because you're supposedly spending more time with your team, right? Well, a lot of those companies are having major trouble. There are a lot of direct sales companies that are going under, and thank goodness for Tom being the visionary that he is, because he talks to a lot of people out there and he's seeing this stuff happen. And it's like, how do we keep that from happening? Well, you keep that from happening by not letting people just sit back and do nothing. You got to continue to grow. So I am all on, somebody said I drank the Kool-Aid. Well, you know what? I'll drink it all day long if it's going to make all of us successful. If it's going to make my family, provide an income for my family, I am drinking the Kool-Aid, because that Kool-Aid tastes pretty darn good as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just saying, I'm all about it. And if it helps everybody else, then my goodness, how many lives have been changed by this? I'm sorry, I'm going to get on my soapbox now. I tell my team all the time, every journey is different. Don't compare. Right. Be proud of you. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Kool-Aid tastes good. It does, doesn't it? That's what you posted at the same time. That's funny. I don't either. Oh my gosh, who said that? Definitely don't want PZ to go out of business. I love Pink Zebra products, and y'all, I'm just getting chill bumps again because I hear Kelly saying you haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg yet on the stuff that they're wanting to create. She and David are working on things that they're going to be so awesome. So, yeah, I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. You darn right I am, and I want a bunch of it. So, bring it on. People were just blown away by you know what? That's the thing. It's like it goes back to the why. If you go back to your why and realize the things that this company has done for you, I know as people, and I was even guilty of it earlier this year and last year, to where, well, not last year, but yeah, maybe a little bit last year. But anyway, where I kind of forgot like all that has happened. And I went through a phase earlier this year where, you know, I was like looking at all of the things, like, what do I want to do? And it just dawned on me like, oh my gosh, this company has been so incredibly changed. It has changed my life in such a way. The relationships I have out there with you guys, I never had this in the corporate world. I had my friends, one or two of them, but there was a lot of stuff that would go on in the corporate environment. So I'm loving this. I love working with you guys. I love our products. I have never been more proud of anything. Um, so it shows everyone's work. Wait, I don't. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Go to your why. Go to your why. It has, okay, talk about, like, I used to get up and talk in kind of larger groups of people because I was in sales before I would try to get companies to have their corporate outings with our any one of our hotels in our little hotel family. And I didn't have a problem. That's where the whole talking to strangers, I'm okay with that because that's what I did. I got up and talked to a room full of people I didn't know, told them all about my fabulous properties and why they needed to have their conference there. But talking, like training and talking to people that I know, golly, that was really hard for me. And I remember the very first reunion, and Colby said, I want you to get up and tell your why. And I'm like, ooh, I don't think I can do that. I know these people. And then that day, I actually, come on, where are you proud of the cheeseburger? What? What? That day, I literally told Colby right before, like as soon as the thing started, he was walking by. I grabbed his arm and I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And he said, I really think you should. And then he walked off. And that he didn't like, so then when they called my name, I did. I got up there and spoke to everybody, and I kept my eyes on Dwayne and on Kelly. I tried not to look at anybody else, but I just kept looking at them, and I managed through it. And at the end of that, I was so proud of myself because I talked to a room full of people that I knew, or that I somehow, kind of knew, like people were, you know what I'm trying to say. When is reunion? It is in July of next year, and it is going to be okay. So that's another thing. Let's talk reunion real quick. I want this to be, me personally, I want this to be the biggest reunion we've ever had. Like if we could get 1,000 people there, that would be fantastic. So who's with me? We got to pump this up. We got to figure out how to pump this up, like starting now. So I'm going to make a post in our group, ways we can pump people up for reunion, and you guys make some suggestions, and let's get some videos made, whatever we got to do, and get it out there. Letting me get out of my comfort zone with public speaking. I love that. I love that. Glad to be out of the corporate world. I really needed this talk. I've been struggling lately. Oh, don't be struggling. Drink that Kool-Aid, girl. I can't snap very good. Are there any campsites in Sugarland? Everything is sold out. So goal is 1,000 attendees. A lot of those rooms, people, y'all, they call and make reservations for 5 and 6 rooms, and then no one stays there. In fact, if you blocked a bunch of rooms for reunion already and you aren't confirming that you've got people in there, maybe release them sooner than later, because Pink Zebra was hit with a huge attrition. The only reason I know is because I was in the hotel business and I was asking how that's handled. They were hit with a huge attrition because of last minute cancellations, and they already had these room blocks confirmed. So Okay, hang on. I'm going to give you the dates because I have to look it up. Anybody know the dates? The closer it gets, reunion will. Yeah, exactly. You'll find rooms open up. So be sure to keep checking back with the hotel. But hopefully people will release some rooms. Okay, so I have, let's see here. What is it? The 19th and 20th, is that right? I have a whole bunch of dates blocked, so I'm not absolutely positive which dates it is. I blocked a bunch of days. Yeah, so don't give up on that part for sure. All right, what else? Anybody else have anything else? We'll put the reunion dates in the comments because it's the 19th and 20th, I think, but I'm not absolutely 100% sure on that one. I have to go back and look. So anyway, anybody have anything else? Hey, it's my pleasure. I don't know why. I just felt that energy this morning that I wanted to get on here and just kind of share where I was coming from and talk about Rev It Up and encourage you guys. When I first started doing this and I had my very first meeting, it was me and two other ladies that we met at a Mexican food restaurant that was kind of in between us. And it was kind of fun. We just got to know each other and kind of talk about what we knew about direct sales and how we were going to apply it to what we were doing. And I'm like, I know nothing. So I do know sales, but I don't know direct sales. And so anyway, it was great though. And then, I kind of kept building on that. So here's another funny. I used to have meetings here locally once every couple of months. And when rallies started, I kind of like let Pink Zebra do that. So I like the fact that when this one was canceled, it's like, wait a minute, let's take this back a little bit. We still want them to do their rallies, but let's go back to training. We used to show up at rallies for training and to get to see each other, not just to see new product. I love the new product, but it's like, what happened to us just really wanting to learn from each other and to get to see each other more often? And when you're connecting with people and you start to have a bad day, you've got somebody that you can reach out to that's going to turn that mindset around. So hang on one second, you guys. Hey, honey, let me call you back in 5 minutes, okay?
I'm going to be at Hallie's, but I just wanted to call and see how everything was. But okay, I love you.
I love you too. I'll call you right back. Bye. Bye. Sorry about that. My son doesn't call me all the time. So when he does, I'm like, I had a huge mindset talk with my team. It was fire. I love it. That's awesome. I love it. I'm working, so I missed everything. Go back and rewatch. It's good. It's good. Is there going to be anyone putting something on virtual? I would really love to hear about the visit. I didn't realize how much I missed everyone's faces to reunion this year, right? The video says 19 to 21. You like that ringtone? Yeah, he loves The Office, so that was pretty appropriate. Yes, rallies. Oh, wait, I didn't answer. Somebody said, about the virtual. There's probably somebody out there having a virtual, I would think. I'm not doing anything virtual only because it brings in an element that makes everything harder on when you're trying to have a meeting and get all the minds together. But you're like, wait, did you hear? Can y'all hear that? Everybody, y'all hear? Can you see us? Everybody, like it just totally throws a weirdness into it. So, but I know somebody will be having something virtual. So maybe even ask in the group or on Consultant Corner if you want to. That would be great. I would do it, but it just makes it hard. And so, we're just going to keep it simple. So, okay, I'm going to call my son back, y'all. I get excited when he calls me. If you guys have anything, if you need to reach out to me, any of these awesome people, you guys, I'm going to call you rock stars because you know what? It's not just about the sales that makes people rock stars. It's that whole integrity and positive energy and happiness and all that good stuff. That's what makes you guys rock stars. I'm just saying. Jenny B and Heather G are perfect. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, I'm with you. Virtual is kind of distracting, but I'm so excited. I'm excited that you're pumped. So get out there and have a fabulous day. And just remember that you are, I keep seeing the post, you are enough. You guys are awesome. So don't compare yourselves to other people. Don't do any of that stuff. Mute the negative and just stay focused on what's right in front of you, what you want to stay focused on, what you're positive about and all that good stuff. So, okay, I'm going to go talk to my son. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, see ya.